Today, I've got my Xbox Series X right beside me, and we're going to be finding out, can this or can this not replace your everyday computer? Here's how it works. I've come up with a series of 3 challenges on what I think an everyday computer should be able to do, and this Xbox is going to be put to the test. If it passes all 3 challenges, then it will get my approval to replace your everyday PC. But if it fails even one of these challenges, then it will get a disapproval and will be deemed not able to replace your everyday PC. Let's jump right in. Okay, so challenge 1 is going to be day-to-day activities. So I'm talking browsing, completing work and assignments that you gotta do, you know, that sort of thing. In fact, before I get into that, let me swap this out for a keyboard and a mouse that I think I got somewhere around here, because we're testing this out as a PC. We're not using this as a console, so there is no need for the controller today. So I got my keyboard plugged in and I got my mouse ready. Let's go ahead and let's see what the experience is like firstly. So I'm using the mouse right now. I can use the keyboard to navigate through the system, but I can't use the mouse at all. Right now, let's try browsing the internet on this thing. If you guys didn't know, yes, you can browse the internet on the Xbox Series X. To do that, all you need to do, head up to the top where it says Games and Apps, then go down to Apps, and if you go right here, you'll see Microsoft Edge. And we can launch that up. So just using this, it's honestly like a real computer experience. Using the mouse, I can move anywhere I want to, unlike when we were on the home page. And then I can also use the keyboard. So let's come here to search, go ahead, Surface, Pro 9, and yeah, just like that. It's honestly an exact replica of a computer. I wouldn't even know the difference other than this weird looking circle thing on the screen. Let's try doing some work on this thing. So writing essays, creating presentations, and you might be asking, how can you do that? You can't install anything on the Xbox. And yes, that is true. But on my computer, sometimes I use Office Online, which basically allows me to use, you know, Word, PowerPoint without needing to install anything. Let's see if we can do this on Xbox Series X, because if we can, then that means you can finish up those essays that you have due or those presentations that you need to complete for work. Down here in Create, we can come here and create a doc. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so I just have a blank screen right now. So does this not work? Wait, let me try this again. So I create a doc. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yep, now it's working. So, wow, yeah, this is honestly like an everyday computer. Yeah, I can type, I can do everything that I would do. Let's try bold. So let's just do this, Xbox Series X, copy that, bold, italics, underline, all of that, inserts, page breaks, pictures, layout, references, review. Bro, I can do everything on this. There's honestly no difference. I can even make a table. Let's make a 4x4. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A, B, yeah. This is basically like a computer. Let's go ahead and try PowerPoint. Oh wait, if you are enjoying the video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel a lot. Anyways, back to the video. Sometimes the keyboard does glitch a bit, but it's not really an issue that I notice too much. So let me just make a demo PowerPoint. How do I make a new slide? Just right click, new slide. Yeah, this is... See, this keyboard thing on the bottom, yeah, it does get annoying, honestly. Like, it should know I have a keyboard plugged in, so I really don't want to be seeing this big thing on the bottom. I can do this. And I can do this. And then... present. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So just like that, I made a whole presentation on the Xbox Series X. And I can go through it just like this with my arrow keys, you know, draw whatever I want. So in terms of browsing, in terms of getting work done, yes, the Xbox, actually wait, let's try videos. Let's see, can you watch videos on this? I know there's a YouTube app, but I'm talking within the browser. It seems to be playing just fine. I can scrub through everything, all of that. I can change the settings. Yeah, up to 4K, wow. 4K quality. Okay, so definitely in terms of the day-to-day things that I do with my computer, it can definitely handle all of that. So it's getting an approval from me on this. Next challenge is going to be gaming. Now, it might be kind of confusing on why we're testing this on gaming. I mean, it's already an Xbox, but the reason why we're testing it out is because most people who play on Xbox, they're using this. But today, we are using a keyboard and a mouse. So it's going to be a whole different ball game. So I'm going to try 2 games, Fortnite, and we're going to play 2K, and we're going to see what the gaming, I don't know, can you play 2K on a keyboard and mouse? I actually don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's try it out. Let's jump right into 2K first. Okay, I think we have the answer to the question. So I literally just launched this game, and it's asking me to select my date of birth. And right now, I'm using my keyboard and nothing is happening. You guys hear this, right? Like, nothing is happening. So I don't think this game supports keyboard, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set it up with the controller. Right now, we're on the main menu. And again, it still does not work. And the thing is, this isn't even a game that's like made just for consoles. This game is also available on Steam. So there's literally a PC version for this game, but it's just they didn't add any support for keyboards. Yeah, I don't even know if I should continue, but I guess just to satisfy, because I know some of you guys might be eager to find out. I'm also kind of eager. Let's jump right into a game and let's see if the keyboard magically decides to start working. I'm not gonna lie, we're in the game. I don't know what keyboard configurations I'd even use if I was doing this. Yeah, this isn't working at all. I'm literally using a keyboard, space, everything. Nothing is working at all. So, yeah. Well, I guess we have our answer. Keyboard and mouse does not work on 2K. But it doesn't end there. Let's try Fortnite, because 2K really, I feel like it's more of a game where, honestly, I'd be more comfortable using a controller than a keyboard. So let's try Fortnite, you know, let's give this another chance. Okay, click to start. That is something I like to see. Even in the lobby, the controller and the mouse are both working. So I'm assuming that it's gonna work. Let's jump right into a game though, and let's figure this out. Yeah, so just running around right now, waiting for the game to start. Everything is working. This game definitely works with a keyboard and mouse. It's good to know though, so it depends on the game. So in terms of keyboard and mouse support, really it's iffy. I guess maybe it makes more sense for a shooter to have keyboard and mouse support versus, you know, a sports game. But yeah, real quick, let's just run around. Make sure, yeah, it definitely works. Just running around works. Breaking things work, yeah, perfect. Okay, so yeah. So it really varies game per game, I guess. So some games will work, some other games it won't work. Now, another thing I have to mention is that also the support for games is also, like on PC, you have all these type of game stores. You have Steam, Epic Games, Uplay, just to name a few. Whereas on Xbox, you're limited to just the Microsoft Store. So that's another thing. But the games that you do get on the Microsoft Store, those are the games that everyone is playing. In terms of keyboard and mouse support, I guess I'm gonna give it a pass on this one, because the games that I feel like most people would need a keyboard and mouse to play, it supports. Versus, like I said before, a sports game, you wouldn't really need a keyboard and a mouse. And me personally, I think that a controller is easier to use than a keyboard and a mouse. So in terms of games, it's gonna get my approval once again. So with the Xbox Series X passing 2 out of 3 of the challenges so far, it is one step closer to being able to replace my computer. But the final challenge is app support. Now, obviously, if you're a basic computer user, this isn't really gonna apply to. But if you do anything that, you know, requires any power programs, so I'm talking music editing, video editing, things of that nature, can you achieve that on the Xbox Series X? Let's find that out. So when you come to the apps, you notice a lot of these apps are really entertainment apps. So YouTube, Netflix, Spotify, you know, Disney Plus. You'll notice quickly that there are apps, right? But they're just entertainment apps. And if that's your cup of tea, then definitely this will pass. But for people who need computers to do more serious stuff, this is honestly a place where I think this might fail. Don't get me wrong, if you're a streamer, you can trim footage. If you record gameplay footage on the Xbox, you can trim it directly within the Xbox. But that's like the extent to where the video editing gets to, because you're not going to be editing any, not even HD footage on the Xbox. And that's why for the third challenge, which is app support, I'm going to have to disapprove of the Xbox for app support, just because you can't do anything that a power user would need to do. But the apps aren't completely useless, I will say. For example, Spotify. While you're getting your work done on, the browsing things that we were looking at earlier, you could use Spotify to listen to music in the background without needing to connect your phone or anything like that. So they're not useless, but they're not just apps that I would say a power user would need. And there we have it. 3 challenges, but 1 fail. And you might think that I'm not going to recommend this as a PC replacement, but you'd actually be wrong, because looking back at it, it really depends on the type of PC user that you are. Obviously, if you're doing more intensive stuff, then yeah, this wouldn't replace your PC. But if you're predominantly gaming, or you don't need any of those power apps that I was talking about, then definitely this will replace whatever computer that you have. I mean, think of it. The price is $500. It is going to be very hard to get a computer as good as this in terms of gaming for $500. So if gaming is your primary focus, or if you're kind of a light user, so like what I was talking about, you only need to write essays, do PowerPoint presentations, all that, and you want to do gaming on the side, this also fits the list. So I'm not going to totally disapprove of this. I'm just going to give it a semi-pass in a type of way, with an asterisk depending on what do you use your computer for now. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy the video. I might do a part 2 with the PS5 Slim to see if it can replace my PC. So be sure to leave a like and comment down below if you want to see that. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.